Next on Worcester News Tonight, a fire rips through a Worcester home. Why firefighters say the blaze was so difficult to put out. Plus, big movie names in central Massachusetts. We take a look at the spot where they're filming this week. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Catherine Andrioli. A Worcester home catches fire Wednesday, causing serious damage. Crews battled the flames for more than an hour. They say it started near the back porch of the home and quickly spread. Take a look at the scene just after 4 this afternoon at this home on Windsor Street. Firefighters say they had a hard time putting the fire out after it started near the back porch and spread into the attic. And as you can see, there was heavy smoke billowing from the top floor. No one was home when the fire started, and luckily there were no injuries. Neighbors say they went to check on the home after seeing and smelling smoke. They rescued 2 small dogs inside before calling 911.
Thick smoke just pouring out, and when we looked in the back, the second floor and the basement all the way up was flames shooting really bad, and windows were exploding. And thank God no one was home, but my son got the dogs out.
Fire got into the concealed spaces up through the attic and into the knee walls, which makes it a very labor-intensive fire to fight. The guys had to really work very, very hard to open up all those concealed spaces, reveal the fire, and extinguish the fire.
And the cause of the fire remains under investigation. Firefighters say there is extensive damage to the home. A fire in Webster forces neighboring homes to evacuate late Tuesday night. Firefighters say the 3-decker has been vacant for 2 years. They are now looking into the fire to see if it may have been started by someone. Rosalind Flaherty has the story.
Firefighters were back on scene Wednesday, putting out a hot spot in the attic of this vacant 3-decker in Webster. Neighbor Sean Harnett says he went outside his home Tuesday night and noticed the building next door was on fire.
I looked through the window of the house and it was just fully engulfed in one room, so I called 911.
Webster Fire Chief Brian Hickey says they responded around 10 p.m., finding heavy fire on the back side of the building.
Fire got up into the 3rd floor, went across the 3rd floor, came out the front of the building.
Neighboring buildings, including Harnett's, were evacuated.
Way too close to home for me, and it's actually kind of scary.
Chief Hickey says the building has been vacant for at least 2 years, and the power was cut off. He says there was evidence of people living inside.
There was evidence of clothing and bedding on the 3rd floor where it was pretty clear that somebody'd been up there.
The state fire marshal has posted a $5,000 reward for anyone with any information.
Not saying it was an intentionally set fire, but we are leaving that option open. We want to make sure that if somebody had seen something and maybe, that wouldn't have normally come out and said, hey, I saw this, we want to try to get that out there to the public.
Chief Hickey says Webster's Nuisance Property Task Force has been working to clean up the property for years. Neighbors say they have seen people going in and out.
Climbing through the windows and the doors all the time. There's always trash all over the place.
Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
A mock trial used to train young lawyers taking place in Worcester today. Judges and young prosecutors have been participating in the competition over the past several months. Today, the winners were announced at the Worcester County Courthouse. The program is a tool to train young lawyers on both sides of trial techniques and give them hands-on experience. Young prosecutors and a defense attorney have been competing in a 7-week mock robbery trial. 11 participants competed in the trial, and today, prosecutor Paige Barton and defense lawyer Kara O'Donnell advanced to a statewide competition. Worcester District Court Judge Andrew D'Angelo says this is a great opportunity for young lawyers and their mentors to hone their skills inside the courtroom.
I think this is one of the most rewarding experiences they can have because it allows them to become better trial advocates, getting input from seasoned trial lawyers and judges who are willing to give their time just to make Worcester lawyers better than they can ever be. I love this. I love teaching young lawyers. I love trying to give something back to the community. And frankly, it's better for the judges to have better lawyers practicing in front of them. So it's sort of we give back and we get back in return.
Kara O'Donnell won the Kasha Smith Trial Advocacy Award, named in memory of Worcester County Prosecutor Kasha Smith. Smith was a mentor to this mock trial program, and she passed away last year. The United Way of Central Massachusetts spotlighting members of their partner agencies tonight at the 97th Annual Community Celebration. The reception at Mechanics Hall awarded several community members and partners of the United Way for their efforts. Gordon Hargrove of Friendly House and retiring Quinsigamond College President Gail Carberry were two of the 6 honored for their exemplary contributions. United Way President and CEO Tim Garvin says these community members have helped thousands of people in the Worcester community. They're being honored for their efforts.
They are the 6 people and organizations that we are holding up that we want everybody to rise up and say, I want to do what they've done. And by doing what they've done, we've built an amazingly strong, vibrant, thriving community.
The United Way of Central Massachusetts connects people and resources to improve communities. The organization helps families from 30 towns in central Massachusetts. The shooting of the sequel to Daddy's Home is bringing big names to Clinton, and there are plenty of people lining up outside an old town landmark hoping to get a glimpse of Hollywood. Our Olivia Lemon has the story.
Dozens wait outside of the Old Timer restaurant Wednesday, hoping to catch a quick glimpse of a celebrity.
It's so exciting, to be honest. Like, knowing that they're, like, right there. Like, it's so cool. I've never seen a celebrity before, so.
Stars like John Lithgow, Mark Wahlberg, Will Ferrell, and Mel Gibson are shooting a scene in Clinton for their new film, Daddy's Home 2.
We're just watching them, like, filming, and they, like, keep coming out and, like, waving.
The Old Timer restaurant closed last year. Some residents say they are happy to see the building is still being used.
It's a real landmark, and just a special place.
Across the street, students and staff at Clinton Elementary School are hoping to grab the attention of the stars.
We thought as a group it would be kind of fun to put something a little catchy and recognize, you know, the excitement of the town and the excitement of the people.
Beth McNally and a group of other guidance counselors came up with the idea of a sign with a combined message for the actors.
Our sign has been all over Facebook. It's been forwarded everywhere, and we're getting a lot of positive, you know, laughs and high fives for it.
We knew when we were coming into the Clinton Elementary School area, so they've taken over some parking spots, and we just thought it would be a great opportunity for us and the kids here in order to understand what's taking place in the production and how it's all happening.
Principal Robert Rouleau says although it's been a little distracting for students, he's happy for the excitement at school and in town.
And anything that's going to be beneficial to the town of Clinton is going to benefit us.
Olivia Lemon, Worcester News Tonight.
The Baker-Polito administration announcing more than $100,000 in community forest grants to 9 municipalities across the state. Worcester is one of those recipients. The Worcester Tree Initiative applied for the grant. $12,000 will be awarded to the Urban Tree Stewards Youth Program. The state's partnership with the USDA Forest Service aims to build more trees and maximize the benefits to the environment. The Worcester Tree Initiative is a program that cares for thousands of trees across the city in an effort to restore them. Also in Worcester, a new building will soon come to the South Worcester Industrial Park. City councilors approved a 20-year tax relief deal to allow for construction of a 20,000 square foot building. The hope is it will attract businesses that work in the high-tech industrial manufacturing and research development processes. All the snow is gone from the city streets, but the garbage is still left. Winter is over, and the city is looking at more ways to crack down on illegal dumping and littering in Worcester. Our Cam Jandro spoke with the DPW commissioner today and has the story.
Worcester Mayor Joe Petty confronts the issue of illegal dumping after the city has seen more incidents of household trash being thrown away on sidewalks and in public bins. At Tuesday's city council meeting, Petty said he's received several complaints saying the city doesn't look up to par with all the garbage.
We need one big plan on how to address this because you don't want people thinking that the city's dirty. And I know we work and we strive not to do that.
Worcester DPW Commissioner Paul Moosey says illegal dumping has been an ongoing problem in the city for years. Offenders can get a warning from the city or a fine of up to $5,000. Moosey says it's important to educate the public on the impacts of dumping.
The hope is to get people to recognize the burden they're putting on everybody else when they just drive down the road and throw their coffee cup out the window or whatever. You know, we need to get people to understand that, you know, there's consequences to litter.
The city has been using cameras and looking in the trash to try and track down offenders, but Worcester residents say it's still upsetting to see garbage all over the city.
You know, and it just makes the whole town messy. No one's seeing anything. No one sees it. And it's a nice town, you know. They're building nice stuff. And for your children, you want them to have a clean atmosphere and area for their schooling and bringing up, you know.
Now, DPW Commissioner Paul Moosey says they received a lot of feedback from Tuesday night City Council meeting, and they will be taking it into consideration as they look to deter people from illegally dumping here in the city. In Worcester, I'm Cam Jandro.